guys, so just before we get into the video, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my channel memberships. I recently did some changes so that there is a single tier for $2.99 a month, and you guys will get all of the perks that come with my channel membership, including custom emojis, members only live streams, member only videos, all of that kind of stuff, and it's all on the single tier, and it is $2.99 a month. I'm really hoping that this will encourage some new members, so if you guys are interested in supporting my channel, please go check it out. Hey guys! So, if you're new to the channel, I'm Adrian, and Kiwi is my parrot. As you may already know, I am working my way through a book called The New Crochet Stitch Dictionary. I will link where you can get it below in the description box. And as well as the yarn that I'm using. I'm doing some kind of mass recording, and then I'm going to be scheduling these videos out because I do have a hospital stay coming up. So if the look of the videos over the next couple of days or possibly weeks looks a little similar, that's because I recorded them all in a single day. But this week's Stitch of the Week is called the V-Ridge Look. It is number 2. It's the second stitch in this book. And if you're wondering, this is what the book looks like. There are 440 different stitches in this book. I don't know how to pronounce the names of the authors, but they are down here. Like I said, I'll link it below. So let me just get my camera turned around and I will show you how to work up the V-Ridge look. Okay, so this particular stitch, you can chain as many as you like. Plus 1 for your turning chain. I'm gonna do 10 just because I like to do 10. So I'll do 10 plus 1, which will make it 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we are going to slip stitch into each of our chain stitches. So we're going to have a total of 10 slip stitches. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sorry about Kiwi. He's pretty talkative today, and so yeah, it's raining outside. That's what it's going to look like. And we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. And this one is really, really easy. We're just going to slip stitch in the back loops of the previous round. I have a tendency to have a tighter tension, so working with slip stitches for me can be a little difficult sometimes. But if you can, you know, control your tension and not get it too tight, this should be fairly easy for you. This is a little bit of a difficult stitch for me just because of my inability to not have a tighter tension. This is another stitch that I think would work really nicely for like sweater cuffs. We'll get a couple rows in and then I'll be able to show you what it looks like. It's just a single row repeat, and you wanna take note that your slip stitches actually, the V for your slip stitches are actually here and here, not towards the front. This is not your V stitch here, or I'm sorry, your slip stitch. This is not your slip stitch here. Your slip stitch is actually here, so they are towards the back, which is why you see me kind of turning the work to get my hook in there. See if I can't get this last one. It's gonna be a pain. Come on. You see what I mean? I have a tendency to do my slip stitches a little bit tighter. It causes me problems later down the road. So now that I have 10 stitches, 10 slip stitches, I'll go ahead and chain one and turn my work, and again I will work this row in the back loop of the single of the slip stitches. I keep wanting to say single crochet. So the yarn that I'm using, I totally forgot to mention this, but if you've seen last week's video, last week's Stitch of the Week, I'm actually using the same yarn. It is Brava Sport in the color Seraphim, and I will link that in the description box below where you can get it if you're interested. Okay. So this is something, it's starting to look like it's supposed to, but you can see I'm not really sure why they call it V ridge look, because to me it looks similar to the slip stitch ridges that we did last week. The only difference really is that this one is worked in the back loop only, and I was thinking that maybe if I got a little further into it, it would look a little bit more different. But to be honest, it doesn't look that much different to me. I don't see myself working up a huge piece in this. I could only see myself maybe doing cuffs or collars with this stitch. And it could be too because my tension is very off. You know, my tension is tighter than I think most people's is. Sorry about my dogs. They're out there barking at cattle. Let's see, how many stitches do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I do still have 10 stitches, but you can see on my piece it's starting to kind of go inwards. That is because of my tension being off. But I do actually still have 10 stitches. I was thinking that maybe I had dropped a couple of stitches. It's not because I dropped stitches, it's because I started out with a looser tension here, and as I've gone on, my tension has just naturally gotten tighter. That's just because I'm terrible at keeping a loose tension. So this is what it looks like. On one side, I guess you would consider this side the right side since that's where we started. And then this is what the other side looks like. I think the V ridge that they're talking about in the name is actually these. Since it's worked in the back loop, it does have a little bit of a spring, but not as much as it would have if you did, say, like a single crochet. This is another one that you could work with the join as you go technique that I showed y'all a couple of weeks ago. So let me just turn the camera around. Okay, so that one was easier for me to do than the slip stitch ridges, which if you missed that one, I'll go ahead and I'll leave a link up here for you guys to watch that if you feel like it. Working in the back loops was easier for me to do. I never like working with slip stitches because for one, they're tighter, and I have difficulties maintaining a loose tension. I always have a tendency to tighten it up without even thinking about it. But this one was a little bit easier to work through than last week's stitch. Usually, like I said in last week's video, usually if I have to work with slip stitches, I'll do the first row in a larger hook, and then I'll work with a smaller hook the next row or the next round, just to make sure that I can get into those slip stitches, because yeah, sometimes, yeah. But anyways, guys, that is the stitch of the week for this week. Like I said, as we work our way through this book, we will right now we're just doing basic variations, basic stitches, but as we work our way through the stitch or through the book, we're going to come to harder stitches, some shell work, things like that. So, you know, for now we're just going to be working on the basic stitches. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!